The race to find a clean fuel alternative continues to ramp up, and hydrogen fuel is rising in popularity. According to a recent Bank of America analyst report, hydrogen is poised to take 25% of oil demand by 2050 and generate more than $2.5 trillion in annual direct revenue. The Andretti Group of the racing legend Mario Andretti has partnered with PowerTap to bring this technology to the West Coast. Joining us now are Michael Andretti, co-owner and partner at Andretti Group and CEO of Andretti Autosport, and Raghu Kilambi, CEO of PowerTap Hydrogen Energy Corporation. Great to have you both with us on the show today. Michael, I will start with you. Why was PowerTap the right partnership for the Andretti Group, and what should we be expecting from this pairing?
Well, we're actually pretty excited about it. When we got to talking with PowerTap and Raghu, and was their system, the way they have it, it's going to be a very unique system where you're actually going to be able to produce hydrogen on site, which is going to save you a tremendous amount of money instead of having to ship it in to your locations and things like that. So, that caught our eye because it is something different. It's something revolutionary, and, we're really proud and happy to be, on the ground floor with this new technology.
So taking a step back, Raghu, for people who are not so familiar with hydrogen fuel, how do you create it on site, as Michael was referring to? What is it exactly, and why do you believe this is the future of clean energy?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me on your show. We create what we call blue hydrogen, which is using renewable natural gas and carbon capture to make a lower cost hydrogen that's produced on site. As Michael had mentioned, most of the current stations in the United States, and there are actually under 100 that are operational as of today, compared to 25,000 battery electric vehicle charging stations. And so our hydrogen is much cheaper to produce than any other hydrogen solution that we see in the North American markets.
Mm-hmm. So, Michael, I just want to understand a little bit more your goals for Andretti Group overall. I understand you look for high-quality fuel options amid a lot of other services and features. When we talk about clean energy, electric vehicles, of course, comes up. There's solar energy, a lot of forms of energy to try to combat the climate crisis. How do you look at partnerships, and how do you look at the future of clean energy, of high-efficiency fuels in the partnerships that you make?
Well, we're very much interested in all of it. We're actually in a series called Formula E, which is an all-electric racing series. We were one of the first teams to sign up for it. So we are very much interested in what's going on with the future of the automotive industry. And the one that I think makes a ton of sense is hydrogen, because for one, there's not much that you have to do to your existing cars to make them run on hydrogen. So I think that's a big advantage. I think the biggest challenge to hydrogen is distribution, and that's where we come in. I think we're going to start here in California. We have 39 stations in California right now, and we already have on the books to put 10 in, hopefully within the next year. And then we also have partners and things that we are going to hopefully expand. And our goal is to get thousands of these throughout the country in the next few years. So because I think distribution is the biggest challenge, and I think this is a start, especially when you have a system like PowerTap has. It just makes all the sense in the world when you can make the hydrogen right on site. It's going to make a lot more sense to the customers because it's going to cut the cost tremendously. There's so many positives to this, and for us, like I said, to be on the ground floor is exciting. And also, let's be real. How long will the gas stations be around if they're going to be, converting to other sources? And for us, hydrogen makes a lot of sense, right? Because we're going to be able to still use the current stations that we have for the future. So, it makes a lot of sense for our as well.
All right. Thank you both for your time, and congrats on this partnership. That's Michael Andretti, co-owner and partner at Andretti Group and CEO of Andretti Autosport, and Raghu Kilambi, CEO of PowerTap Hydrogen Energy Corporation.